One of the most beautiful cities in the world, San Diego, California, and Snapdragon Stadium. The season comes to a close, and both of these teams hoping to finish on a high note in the Holiday Bowl. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the Pittsburgh Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Pitt Panthers have a unique setup, sharing a field with the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I can tell you, the convergence of Three Rivers, it's one of the most scenic, beautiful stadiums in college football. Acrisure hosts 68,000 strong. The Pitt Panthers looking to have a great season and make that home field a true advantage again this year. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So Pittsburgh's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And here comes the sophomore running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, that can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Monarchs offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Out to run the show is Jackson Potter. They're putting the fortunes of this offense into his hands. Running inside, it's Roach. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
And the Monarchs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Potter. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Here's the pressure. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And great timing between quarterback, wide receiver, understanding exactly when he's going to break to the corner, throws the ball right there on the money, picks up a big chunk of yards.
The Monarchs getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Pulls it in, it's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Gonna run it. It's Roach. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Monarchs are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. Could not make his way to the corner. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Back to pass, it's Potter. Got it in the middle, it's Roach. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Sets up the screen. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Going to the run, it's Roach. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Gain of 9. First and goal, ultimate.
And the Monarchs have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to impose their will with the run. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
That's a really good job by this defense because second and short a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Breaks into the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Yates. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
They're trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, but there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Potter. With the catch, it's Johnson. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
The Monarchs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Roach. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Picked up some yardage on that completion, but still a third down. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Turner. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Kent. Pitt calls it second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Panthers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. There he goes! Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Potter. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds his man. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here's a heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Monarchs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They want to run it left here. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge-of-your-seat type first half, or as they call it in this game there in San Diego, just another typical Holiday Bowl. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Holiday Bowl.
pit will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. From inside the 10, here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. Going to the run to start this second half. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Potter. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Monarchs will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And late in the football games, coaches are like, don't make the mistake. In this offense, they just did it. Tie football game, they put the ball on the deck, the defense recovers. Now they're going to have to depend on their defense to come out, get a stop, and keep them in this football game.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Running inside, it's Roach. Picked up maybe a yard, it's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helped.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, ODU. They take the lead with the 6.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to...
Looking deep down the right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Brought down after the huge gain gets this offense set up at the 27.
And this offense chooses aggressiveness, man. 3rd down and short, a lot of people think run, be physical. I got 4 downs. They say, no, bro. I know your defense is going to be aggressive. I might get a look I want to get. They got the look. Throw the bomb down the field and make the big play.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Is now 2nd down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Kent. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. We've come to the end of the period. Old Dominion has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. They just keep firing. Has it! He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. They've got the screen set up. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Running the option. It's Potter. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Pitt calls it 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Rides to back and leaves it. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. And the Monarchs decide to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The run inside. It's Turner. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Yates. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Nice job by the QB, sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And it's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And just like that, the defense comes up with a play to seal a victory in a bowl game.
I just love the aggressive nature of this defense and understanding, hey, David, we need one play and this game is over. One takeaway finishes it and they get it with the pick.
Yeah, and you do these situations all the time, right? You got the lead, the passing situations, you're playing the pass, and they play it beautifully, man. Drop back, great vision, break on the football, and they said, forget this, I'm ending this game right now.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.